Well, lockdown was devastating for jobs and business. The impact was across the board, but artists have suffered more than many, with the restrictions on live performance and gatherings still in place a year on. Joining me now is Motlanalo Rammalo, an AfroPop singer. Motlanalo, thank you so much for your time. You released your debut album in 2019, then comes 2020. What has it done to your career?
There are a lot of challenges that came about in regards to the pandemic, and some of them, as a musician, Sally, is definitely the obvious, which is the inability to earn an income, which is the results of the regulations that were put in place as to curb this pandemic.
How much have you been able to perform in front of an audience in the last 12 months?
I've lost count because there's no count. Nothing at all, because those big events and the social gatherings that we perform at are the ones that put bread in our table. But the problem is that these were marked as the super spreaders of the pandemic. So it has been quite a difficult time, even with the number of people at weddings, at events. It was quite not enough.
And also, you know, we know things have eased somewhat, and we've kind of got used to living with the pandemic, and we're now on level 1. Are things getting better for you at this point?
Not really, because people are not certain on whether things are going to get back to normal. You know, they're even afraid of approaching us to book us to their weddings, events, and all of the sort of the entertainment industry that provides. So some of them even asked for their deposits back, which is quite a very difficult time for us, because we can't really be certain when things get back to normal again so that we can start working. It's quite difficult for us. So no, nada, it's not really getting better.
So how did you put bread on the table in the past year?
I think this thing, Sally, to answer your question, has taught me a lot of things, which is to think out of the box, maybe do some side businesses. I haven't done any, because all I know is to just sing. Other things as well, but they were not enough in terms of us getting used to the payments or income that we get when we perform. So I'm just relying on royalties that the SAMRI provides for us as radio airplays, because our Limpopo radio stations and other radio stations from neighboring provinces have been playing our music. So that is how I've been trying to survive.
You know, artists have been so desperate, they've even resorted to a 3-week sit-in at the National Arts Council offices. They believe that the NAC mismanaged COVID funds that were meant to support artists. What is your view on support, or the lack thereof, this year for artists coming from government side?
I won't lie, Sally, for us it's quite a slap in the face, because this is the money that was supposed to assist us as entertainers and other entertainment sectors, but we don't get even a mere 1,000, while other people just don't seem to care. And for me, that is honestly greed. And it actually emphasized the fact that we as artists are on our own. I did apply for the COVID relief fund, but nothing gives. No communication, no response at all to what is happening. We don't even know what is the criteria that qualifies those people to give us the income, the relief fund.
That is so
I was really hoping for that, but it did not.
It is so disheartening to hear, and so astonishing and amazing to hear that you're still keeping on creating, that you're still making your music. What is this year ahead going to hold for you? Are you going to come out with a second album?
As devastated as I was, time waits for no one. So I had to accept the situation, and I picked up the phone and I called my producer. I'm like, I am coming to the studio. We are recording another album, which is my second baby. It's already released on the 25th of January, 2021. It's called Muchiwili, available on online digital platforms. So the whole of 2020 for me was just pushing for my single Ratolaka, which is quite doing well, as preparation to introduce my new album called Muchiwili. So 2021, I released the album, and still it's not enough. I want to perform to my beloved supporters.
Well, you are remarkable. You are the poster woman for resilience and grace under adversity, and I'm astonished and amazed. Congratulations on releasing an album, even all through the lockdown year and planning for your third. Thank you so much for chatting to us, Motlanalo Rammalo. She's an AfroPop singer, and she has managed to survive under incredibly difficult circumstances this past year.